Time for Rockstar Energy Husqvarna, the 250 team, as always, anchored by RJ Hampshire, who's renewed a new 2-year deal. We presume to stay in the 250 class, at least that's what they've said so far for him. He'll be a contender indoors and out as usual. The other news was a surprise. Guillem Farres, another discovery with Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha, not going back to that team. I believe they would have kept him, but Rockstar obviously liked what they saw, and they signed him instead. The Spaniard is yet to race Supercross, so he's going to debut this year. And same thing with Casey Cochran, who was an amateur prospect for this team, but I don't think he was supposed to be here this early. He's going to race Supercross, not Futures, this year. To me, this is fast-tracked a little bit because his results have been good. So, real experiments here for this team. Neither one of these riders has raced Supercross yet.
Yeah, I think it's two completely different narratives when you look at that team, and we'll see how they line them up, which coast. But RJ is a championship contender, and that team expects him to be in that fight, winning races, and it really sets up nicely for him to be in that conversation. But for Guillem Farres, he's got to build that experience, try to figure out Monster Energy Supercross, and we don't know what to expect. Maybe it's much better than we're thinking. And then for Casey Cochran, he's just moving up. I think he has some time to figure things out. But again, remember, he was winning these Futures races all year long in 2023. And we saw what that looked like for Hayden Deegan when he made that jump to the pro class. So interesting dynamics there. Two completely different storylines when you really analyze that team.
450 class, this might be the most forgotten man on the depth chart. Malcolm Stewart was great in 2022, finished third in points, was great at the first 2 rounds last year, showed the speed to maybe win races, led a lot of Anaheim 1, and then tore his ACL. We haven't seen him on a bike since January. Quickly, you forget how fast he was going.
Yeah, I don't worry about Malcolm Stewart too much. He's had a lot of time to heal, a lot of time to get right, prepare, get back in shape. And you know that training program that he's under with Alden Baker is going to get him into shape. So I think the timing of the injury allowed for a lot of healing, recovery, and get back to 100%, because that's always the thing is like, okay, are they riding again? Sure. Are they going to make the first race? Sure. But what condition will they arrive in? I think we're going to see Malcolm Stewart back at 100%.
Yeah, and then hopefully that's the same with the Christian Craig, who got hurt last year pretty late in the Supercross season, and then came back really almost to fill a spot for Team USA at the Motocross of Nations. He was trying to be as ready as possible. I don't know if he was quite at 100% for that, but for sure he'll be ready for Anaheim. And continuation, it was kind of an incomplete grade as a rookie, as a 450 rider, JT.
Yeah, I think Christian will be fine. Getting to speak with him in France, I think he's in a really good place. You know, he was ready to race, maybe not at that level, and under those circumstances, you're not going to get the full picture, but he showed up there prepared, he was in shape, and now going into that, leaving there healthy, having, you know, almost 3 full months before he would need to be at Anaheim, I think we'll get the best of Christian Craig, and I think he also learned a lot. You look at those early rounds in 2023, it was a struggle, and this was a rider coming off of being the 250 West regional champion, and he was battling just to get inside the top 10. So I think that was a wake-up call. He's going to know what it's going to take, and he's not going to want to feel like that again in the month of January.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.